From inside the warehouse at Oriole Park at Camden Yards, it is the MASN All Access Podcast Special Edition. Paul Mancano, Brendan Mortensen, and joined now on the couches by one Kevin Brown. Kevin, thanks so much for joining us.
First time on the couches, boys.
How does it feel?
It's a big moment.
It's big couch.
Cushiony, right?
Yeah, it's nice. I'm sinking in.
Feel good on the glute?
I might not make it for the game tonight. It might be Dave Johnson solo for the Open.
We got to pull you out of the couch. Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen.
You don't think?
I'm now like a remote that gets sunk between the cushions and is never found.
Well, I think we should just get like a really, really long XL, because these XLRs go from here into our main studio. Maybe we should just get a really long XLR for Kevin,
Yes.
so that he can call the game from here.
From here,
the
we can
couch.
just
That'd be
lasso
good.
it.
Yeah, just knock down a couple of windows here.
Yeah,
I should be able to see the field from here.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be an interesting angle for it, but
That's right.
I've always wanted a zip line from the warehouse here over to like the press box. Would make our commute so much faster.
That's
Sure.
a great idea.
Couldn't work the other way,
I
though.
mean, we have the not we, but a lot of folks have the sky cams,
Yeah,
like
true.
the zip
It goes
lines over the
around.
stadium.
But
So that
we
could be
would
installed.
the sky cam.
But this is a drone-free zone. You see those signs when you walk in the ballpark.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't pay attention.
Do you have a drone, Kevin?
I won't comment on that on camera.
Better to
that
keep
was
that away
question
from
number
the
one.
TSA.
Get ready.
Yeah,
They're going to be hard-hitting questions.
they are.
Okay.
Nothing is off the table here. Kevin, you have not seen the questions.
I've not seen the questions.
Both of our debate contestants today have not seen the questions for these.
What debate
Unlike CNN.
contestants?
No, I'm just.
Is there a debate?
No, not at all.
I'll leave. I'm not.
You would
I'm not a
moderate.
very good debater. I do play-by-play because when I tried to do sports radio in college, I realized I don't have enough opinions.
Not enough hot takes?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a terrible choice by that manager, or maybe it wasn't. I don't know. He knows more than me.
I feel like you have hot takes on things that aren't sports, though. You've got hot
I
music
do.
takes.
Yeah, I do. Spicy.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're going to ask you some.
All right. I'm ready to talk about the 25th anniversary of Oasis's Be Here Now. Whenever you are. Just this week.
We're going to take questions as well on Facebook and on YouTube as we are
gosh.
live.
Really?
So anything, truly anything is on the table.
Yeah.
But I want to start with this because we got some breaking news right before this podcast that the Orioles claimed a pitcher from the Tampa Bay Rays, Phoenix Sanders. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to know what your favorite name is of games that you've called. Any sport. Orioles, football. Phoenix Sanders, I think, is a great name.
It's a cool
But
name.
there's got to be a name that tops that for you.
Wow. What a good question. The best name I can remember is not a player in a game I called. So I'm going to tell that while I vamp a little bit. for
Okay,
this.
yeah.
But in the national system, and I used to work for the AAA Syracuse Chiefs,
Yeah.
who are now the Mets. They were the Nationals affiliate at the time. And there was a player in the Washington system named Sicknarf Loopstock. Sicnarf, which is Francis spelled backwards. So he got Nomar Garcia Parad, and his
Wow.
name was Sicknarf Loopstock. So I filled in for the Nats on a couple of games on radio in 2017, and this came up on the air somehow, and Charlie Slows and I just cackled for a half inning
Yeah.
about Sicknarf Loopstock.
That sounds like Lars Nootbaar.
I was
Yeah, a
going to
little
say,
bit.
that's got to be up there with
Yeah.
Lars Nootbaar.
Yeah. I in AAA also there was a pitcher for the Pawtucket Red Sox named Cleveland Santalese. Now that's Cleveland without the D.
Right.
And apparently
Oh,
his-
Cleveland.
Yeah.
I see.
His dad apparently was a huge fan of the Cleveland then Indians, and
Okay.
so decided to name him Cleveland, but
Just
left
forgot.
off the D. I don't know.
Was that like a birth certificate mistake? Or?
I never found out.
Okay.
But
Wow.
yeah, Cleveland Santalese was a good one.
That's a
too.
great one.
Huh. See, I always think back to here's a Philly reference for you, Paul. This is not even a baseball player, but for some reason in my memory, I always think of former Eagles offensive lineman Winston Justice.
It's a great name.
I just think that was a very cool name.
Yeah. It's no Phoenix Sanders, but
No.
Phoenix Sanders is good.
yeah.
Yeah. Rise of the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Out of the bullpen.
Are you going to work on some of those? Bringing when he comes into the ball game?
Working on it right now.
We are the
I
workshop.
don't think
He
it's
is
going very
workshopping.
well at the moment.
Speaking of which, everybody knows that certain broadcasters have certain home run calls. I'm sure
Yes.
you get this question all the time.
Yeah.
Have you thought about developing your own home run call?
No.
How come?
If I get a home run call someday, I'd like it to develop organically.
Okay.
I have never wanted to just jam one in
Yeah.
and have it become shtick.
Right.
Some people have specific home run calls that are like perfect for the moment. The tone is right. The wording is right. Some people's specific home run calls, when it happens time and again, it can make every home run sound the same.
True.
So, and you can change that with voicing and the way you draw words and things. But, there are great home run calls in baseball, but I haven't found one yet where I've said it and gone, oh, that's it right there.
Right.
I got to say that for every home run for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
I might. I very well might. But I don't have one at the moment, and I don't want to force it. And if it's going to happen, I want it to happen organically. People can suggest. Again, if there is a running comment list of the 12 viewers, suggest a home run call, and maybe I'll take it into consideration.
Take it from the comments.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that's how I source all my good material.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
We actually do have some good YouTube questions. The first one being, what is it like working with the Hall of Famer Jim Palmer, and is his memory actually that good?
Yes. It is, to the second part, yes. That was not answering the first part. What is it like working with Jim Palmer?
Yes.
Correct.
Jim's memory is freakish. He remembers seemingly every pitch, every batter, every weather pattern. Was the wind blowing 14 miles an hour that day, 17? He probably knows.
That's important stuff.
Yeah. Jim is legitimately a savant. He is one of the smartest people I know. And it's not just his baseball brain. He's just a really well-read, cerebral guy. Jim is amazing to work with for so many reasons, but one of which, and maybe people don't understand this, it's probably hard to appreciate it not being in the booth with him every day, but he does so much homework. He reads so many things. He reads every newspaper. He reads websites. He talks to opposing broadcasters. He must subscribe to, it must be 30 different newspapers. Yeah. We'll be playing the Rays and they'll go, oh, Kevin, as you know, you saw this piece in the Boston Globe. I'm like, no, I didn't. but the thing he does is he really draws you in.
Yeah.
He'll say, well, Kevin, you know this. And I don't always know it. Right. Because I'm not Jim Palmer. But he is so good at drawing you in and making you feel a part of the broadcast.
Yeah.
And I really want to highlight how much work he puts in, having done this for so long. Literally starting to call games when he was still playing the 70s. He doesn't skimp. He doesn't miss a day. He's always more prepared than me, I swear it. So he's really as good as people think.
He's amazing. It's mostly because I also think to be that invested on a day-to-day basis in the game of baseball as he is, for somebody you would think at this point he maybe is tired of baseball.
Yeah.
And he's just not.
Seen a lot of baseball.
Too much.
And the game has changed a lot since Jim started pitching, and he embraces it. Whether everyone who played in the 50s or 60s agrees with every part of the game now, you don't have to. Jim doesn't have to say, well, this is the way the game should be played.
Right.
But he doesn't say that it should have been played in the 60s it should have been played the way it was played in the 60s, or it should be played the way it is now. There's a happy medium.
Yes.
And he tries to find that and balance storytelling and the way things used to be with some of the ways things are now. He's up to date on analytics, and he said something one of our first broadcasts together. He said he was in Little League, age 9, hit about 192, and I said, Jim, you didn't hit about 192. You hit 192. We know you know. It's
you would
great.
say about
Embrace
200.
it. Yeah, about 192. Jim, you hit 192.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
He knew his splits.
Exactly.
At that point.
Yeah.
Pretty ridiculous.
245 against lefties, 103 against righties.
Yeah. Couldn't handle the curve as well as getting some other questions from YouTube. Do you prefer TV or radio? Because you have bounced back and forth between the two.
Yeah. I mean, this year I've done almost entirely TV, so my brain is certainly focused on TV. I grew up in radio. I did 7 years of minor league baseball radio, so I've still done far more radio than I have TV. They are completely different skill sets. I love them both. My answer is TV right now because I've done only 3 radio games this year, but they're both wonderful. TV's great because I can just shut up a little bit and let Jim and Ben do a lot of the heavy lifting. Whereas on radio, you just have to keep talking the whole time. It's great. I love the art of painting the game and the descriptiveness that comes with radio. But
Yeah.
there are for sure advantages to both.
Brendan?
Bit of a
YouTube is my favorite answer. I love YouTube more than TV and radio.
Bit of a Syracuse homer question here,
Okay.
but Jason Minetti, great White Sox broadcaster.
Not a fan.
What is that like
Hack.
for you two, getting to call these games both on TV for respective teams now?
Yeah, so Jason, for people that don't know, Jason and I were together for 4 years in AAA. There's probably no reason anybody would know that. I don't know why you would know that. But Jason hired me out of college. We were in Syracuse 2011 through 2014. I mean, I learned everything there is to know about the business from him, about the craft, about how to call a game, about how to handle yourself off the air. So he has had more of an impact on my life than anybody besides my mom and dad, my wife probably. And he's just one of the best friends I have in the world, and to have him here, and this is the second time this year we've both been calling the same Major League Baseball games on TV. I hoped when we were doing minor league baseball that we'd get to there someday. So in a sense, I'm not surprised because he's just so incredibly smart and creative and thoughtful. But yeah, it is sort of surreal in a way to just walk into the next booth next to mine and we're doing the same game. It's amazing to think back to where we were 11 years ago. It just $30 per diem a day for the two of us combined, and just sharing an apartment and listening to tapes every day and eating way too much Cheesecake Factory. He's the greatest. It's surreal to be doing this with him.
One of the best things I think about baseball is that you see the broadcasters go through the same growth and development going from the minors to the majors as some of the players themselves.
Yeah.
It is a grind to get to where you are, just as it is a grind to get to the major leagues. And I feel like you gain an appreciation for the process as you go up through the ranks.
I do. I'm lucky because Jason hired me to do AAA, and I did 7 years at AAA. That is a long time, and it isn't. Many of the broadcasters in the majors were in A-ball, were in rookie ball, were in AA, were in the minors for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, whatever. 7 years of AAA is like really not close to being all that bad. Sure, there were long bus rides, and sure, it's minor leagues. You don't make a lot of money. You work a lot of hours. I will never complain about it because, and not even to be falsely modest, that just I was very lucky.
Yeah.
But you get a little bit of a sense of it, sure. I got a sense of it when I filled in on those Nationals games 5 years ago, when one day I was in Buffalo, which is a lovely city. I don't want to disparage Buffalo, but the next day I was in Pittsburgh at PNC Park doing big league games, and then 2 days after that I was back in Buffalo, and I'm like, wow, I really liked Buffalo a lot more 72 hours ago. I felt like I was riding the shuttle for a moment there.
Yeah.
But no, I was very lucky. There are a lot of people that go through a lot of minor league years. That is a little bit harder for me to imagine.
Yeah. I was in my first or second year at MASN, and I remember you getting that call and being like, who the heck is this Kevin Brown guy?
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah. And now years later, you're still like, who the heck is this Kevin Brown guy?
Who is this guy?
Have I frozen? I froze on the computer.
No, I don't think so. This is just, I'm
just a still
streaming
photo?
on 2 different platforms at once. Facebook and
This
YouTube.
is high-tech stuff.
This is,
I know you're not quite
getting
used
That's live right there.
It is.
Okay. It's not live
yeah.
because I pointed and I haven't seen myself in the...
I think there's a little bit.
Of the
There's the
screen.
point.
There's a slight delay.
A little bit of a delay.
Yeah, 7 seconds, just in case.
Okay, good.
Somebody's asking you, where's Gunner? I mean, why don't you have an answer for that?
You know,
You
Phoenix...
specifically make the move.
That's
I
right.
believe.
I do. So I'm open to bribery. Phoenix Sanders, who was called up today in his last Durham game in the Rays organization, gave up a home run to Gunnar Henderson.
Yeah.
That's a fun fact.
So
That's pretty
maybe that's the table setter right there.
we
We also run at MASN Orioles, the Twitter account, and Brendan had a clever tweet the other day, and people credited it to you.
Everybody, so it was
Was it
floating
the
around.
Yankee Stadium Little League Park
It was.
one?
It
People
was.
thought that was me?
People thought that was
man.
Kevin Brown.
That was an amazing tweet.
Thank you.
Wow.
But
it was not
everyone
me
said,
at all.
This seems like Kevin Brown's kind of humor, and that really meant a lot to me.
Oh. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You did it.
What a comparison.
You did it.
Speaking of Twitter, how often are you checking the social media sites, particularly Twitter, during the game? Do you put your phone
And how many
or
burners
tablet
do you
aside?
have?
How many burners do I have? About as many as Kevin Durant, I would say.
Sure.
Yeah. I have 0 burners. Let the record show.
Allegedly.
Good to know. Yeah.
None. Allegedly.
We'll go searching.
Allegedly. No, I have my phone on me. I do check Twitter fairly frequently during breaks, mainly because I have an Orioles list of beat writers and reporters and Orioles accounts, and I just want to know if I'm missing anything because there's a lot going on during a TV broadcast. Sometimes I will check because I do want to see what people are paying attention to and if people have any interesting questions or funny comments. But I'm usually not responding to tweets during the game.
Right.
I do just scroll through, though, and in case I'm missing anything or one of the writers often sees something I didn't or has a statistic I don't. So, I keep it up. People get amazed when I text back during the game.
You are lightning quick. I mean, every inning break. If I text you during the game,
Well, they're long breaks.
If I usually you spend that time, I would think like going to the bathroom or like
I don't
food.
go to the bathroom 18 times. I have the snacks right next to
Or
me.
just like writing down totals. I don't know what you do.
Yeah.
But it's
I do that too.
It's impressive.
I do that too.
I'm amazed that you're able to text back.
People can text me during the game. The phone number is 5.
Call into the Orioles broadcast.
Kevin, what is your favorite meme of yourself? I'm sure you've seen them all over Orioles Twitter. What is your favorite one?
Oh, wow.
Most of them have to do with you
Eating food? Yeah. I willed one into existence on Saturday with Rock. Because Rock and I had the Boogs barbecue, and Rock hadn't been on the air with me. And I said, Rock, this is the type of thing usually where people look at the video of me eating this and say, when the Orioles win, your team just lost to roast beef enthusiast Kevin Brown. And then somebody did it and tagged me at it.
That's fantastic.
What's my favorite? I mean, it's probably a food one. I don't know if there are any non-food memes of me.
I think we've used one before. I believe there wasn't there the picture of you where you're like looking through the window? And we've used that.
I created that one.
Yeah.
Well, that was when you were quarantined in 2020.
I was looking through the window at Mel. I think I had the binoculars on.
Yes, I have that one. Yeah. I usually use that when we're looking for like a prospect coming up,
Where is Gunnar Henderson?
Yeah.
Meme of Kevin Brown
Kevin
using
is-
binoculars.
Yes, he's
Searching the ballpark.
He's looking. I'm wondering what's the best food one this year.
Yeah.
There is. I tried to get my own meme in circulation, and only my wife uses it now, which is at the Oscars this year, Jane Campion won Best Director after Kevin Costner presented the award. After Kevin Costner won on this like wonderfully eloquent but also super long monologue about the power of cinema and like how it impacted his life and the lives of others. And I love Kevin Costner. He could speak for 30 straight minutes. I'm good with it.
Yeah.
But he spoke for a very long time. And then Jane Campion came up and accepted the award and said, "Thank you, Kevin. That was very dramatic." And so there's the picture of Jane Campion with the closed captioning, "Thank you, Kevin. That was very dramatic."
That's perfect.
And my wife will text me that sometimes.
I'm amazed.
I do like that.
You
Yeah.
remember anything from the Oscars other than Will Smith? I mean, that shows that you've.
I actually-
Jim Palmer's not the only one with a great.
A few days ago, I was like, "Who won Best Picture again? Was it Chris Rock? Did he win Best Picture?" Yeah.
Question food related.
Yeah.
Because people are asking, what's your favorite place to eat in Baltimore? And then also, you finish some games late. You finish the broadcast at like 11. Do you go out and get a snack sometimes before you go home?
Home games, I just head right home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got to go see the dog.
Yeah. Not my wife, just the dog.
Just the dog.
Yeah. Favorite place to eat in Baltimore? I mean, there are a few. I have to pick just one.
Pick a few.
Okay. I always say Miss Shirley's. I went to Miss Shirley's this morning.
Classic.
For once, I didn't get the chicken and waffles because every time I go, I say, I'm not going to get the chicken and waffles this time. And then I always get it.
Do you get the monkey bread?
I've gotten the monkey bread. That's excellent.
That is a Paul Mancano favorite.
Yeah.
really is.
Today, got the everything but the bagel biscuits with the strawberry jalapeno jam. And then I got the cinnamon Danish pancakes. So I won't be eating till the 8th inning tonight.
Yeah.
I love Di Pasquale's.
Yes.
The Italian deli. I'm from Long Island and lived in New York, so that's like the most New York authentic Italian kind of vibe for me. The Italian sandwich is just a knockout there. Incredible. Let's see. I mean, those are the two that jump out.
That's pretty good.
Sure, I'm missing some. So my favorite food item, and I'm gonna vouch for this now. I'm gonna see if I can make this happen. Annabelle Lee Tavern in Canton.
Yes.
Familiar with Annabelle Lee Tavern?
Yes.
So they have this chicken salad sandwich,
Okay.
and it comes with these duck fat fries. The whole package is extraordinary, just like oozing with flavor. But they changed the menu, And this year, the chicken salad sandwich was gone in the spring. And last year,
Really?
my wife and I would order it all the time. We just split the fries.
Yeah.
It's back now, but it's no longer on the Texas toast that it was previously. So if the Annabelle Lee Tavern folks are listening, I love you dearly. Your duck fat fries are maybe the best duck fat fries I've ever had. The chicken salad sandwich is just bursting with flavor. If you have some Texas toast lying around, I would really, really appreciate it. It would be very meaningful for me.
Yeah.
If we could bring that back.
Personally. And then maybe get in the ballpark at some point.
Maybe.
So this is a personal question. This is not a YouTube or a Facebook question.
Okay.
We saw the Adley Rutschman Top Gun Miles Teller era mustache.
Yes.
Where was yours? That's my question.
I've been trying to grow it for 32 years now.
How's it going?
This is how it's going. I cannot grow facial hair. Longest I've gone, I think I went about 2.5 weeks on honeymoon in South Africa, and it was just a super scraggly mess and not even that dark and not even that deep.
Wow.
It's just ugly.
And that was for the honeymoon, too.
Yeah.
By the end, was your wife like, let's get back to the States, get you a razor blade?
She was accepting of it for a while. It was like, hey, this is fun. You don't have to shave for a little while. Like, there's a point where it's kind of fun, scruffy, and then it's just very quickly turns.
Well, you're among friends in that. On this couch. Between the three of us, we could probably grow a quarter of a beard.
From the looks of it, I believe that.
Yeah.
I would have to just lock myself in solitary confinement for about 3 months, only take my meals through a window.
Well, that's
and then feel like I was comfortable emerging.
That's what
I can't get past that phase.
That's what we do in the off season anyway. So
solitary.
Yeah. Just we've got rooms in the.
That's why I don't hear from you from November to March. Yeah. Cell service isn't great.
Not great in the cell. This is another question that I have for you.
Okay. You don't have to frame every
differentiate.
question.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, we want to make sure that you know that our questions are the more ridiculous ones.
Okay.
And the fans are asking you.
I know there are
we don't want to
nice
nice questions
on here.
There's some other good ones we're gonna get to.
Okay.
Absolutely.
One is what's the worst home run call you've ever had? Orioles, AAA, anywhere.
The worst home run call I've ever had?
Have you ever been like mid-bite on a sandwich and then the ball goes over the fence and you're just scrambling? Anything come to mind?
No, I mean, my voice is cracked. My voice cracked on the Trey Mancini walk-off against the Angels. That wasn't a home run. But, yeah. Oh, it's...
it was still a great
game. Boy, the worst home run call I've ever had.
I think you said the left fielder will not get there.
Yeah, he will not get there. And then I got home. I was like, I didn't hear it. And I played it back. She's like, I didn't hear it. I'm like, you're just making me play it over and over again. I swear.
My voice cracked on the podcast the other day in the open. So,
it did.
Yeah.
That's
again
good.
In good company.
That's good. I remember the worst home run call that wasn't a home run.
Oh, did you think it was a home run?
Yes.
Okay.
So there was in 2014 in Syracuse.
Oh, this is a deep cut.
And this was on the internet.
Oh.
This was on E-Bombs World.
All right, go searching.
So we're going deep here.
Our commenters can go.
We're going freaking deep. I don't know if it still is.
Sleuthers.
Gregory Polanco of the Pittsburgh Pirates AAA club, Indianapolis Indians, was playing right field. And one of our players hit a ball to right field. And the ball was traveling toward right, and Polanco reaches up, and I'm calling it, and Polanco's going back toward the wall, reaches up, and he knocks it over the fence because the ball hits off his glove and goes over the fence. And then I pause a couple of seconds, and then Polanco just has the ball and just throws it back in.
What?
So I wonder what the hell happened.
Yeah.
So I watched the clip back later because I was so confused. There was a kid beyond the right field fence just throwing a ball to somebody, having a catch. And at the exact moment the ball lands in his glove, the kid throws this ball, and you can't really see the kid. And as you just look on the monitor, it's like the ball travels over his glove, and it looks like it's going over the wall. It's the weirdest optical illusion. I hope it's still on E-Bombs World or YouTube or something. But from my vantage point, I thought Gregory Polanco literally knocked the ball over the fence with his glove when he caught it like 20 feet from the wall.
That's crazy.
That is the weirdest home run call I've made that wasn't a home run.
That's not even your fault.
Yeah.
It's just
It
bizarre.
kind of is, but it kind of isn't.
It's mostly not.
I really hope the clip is online somewhere.
Yeah.
'Cause
Internet sleuthers.
it's freaky to look at.
Very strange.
Another question for you. Favorite sport to call that is not baseball? Could be softball, could be football,
Well, yeah.
basketball.
I was going to say basketball, but my favorite event to call is the softball World Series, Women's College World Series. Basketball at a baseline level is the best because even a bad basketball game is still exciting, up and down scoring.
Yeah.
The Women's College World Series is just a thrill.
Yeah.
It's tense. It's fast-paced. It's just electric, man.
Yeah.
If people aren't into softball yet, watch one postseason game. You'll be hooked,
Get in
I
it.
swear.
Yeah.
And I mean, hockey's, I don't do much, but is a thrill. I love football, too. I really do like them all. But favorite event non-baseball is definitely the World Series of softball, the College World Series, and then favorite sport, basketball.
Gotcha.
So this wasn't a question on YouTube, but somebody with the YouTube name Beavis and Butthead said 3 dorks on the panel, to which I said, thank you, Beavis.
Yes.
But
And Butthead.
and Butthead, of course, please.
Thank you both.
But one of the questions on there, what is your favorite Orioles fan account, I believe on Twitter they're referring to? Do you have a favorite? Like if it's like an Orioles fan problems or an account like that?
I don't want to single somebody
Yeah,
out.
somebody's just looking for a shout out.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
what they're
I
doing.
suppose so.
Who asked the question?
Well, let's see.
I think they're.
Who has that question?
I think your favorite is at Paul Mancano. Isn't that what Kevin's your favorite is?
Braden Taylor 05.
Okay, well then my favorite.
Single them out.
Braden Taylor 05. You are my favorite.
Only a couple more
Not
questions.
Braden Taylor 06.
Yeah, come on.
That guy can get it.
A couple more questions before we
it?
get you out of here.
Okay.
Have you ever said anything on an Orioles broadcast that you have immediately regretted?
Oh, I'm sure. For sure.
Has you said something where Dawn, the producer, has immediately gotten in your ear and said, now, why did you say that?
Yeah. Yes. What I don't remember. It
Yeah.
probably happens too frequently.
And two, she probably wouldn't want you to repeat it.
That's probably true as well.
Yeah.
Dave Johnson called me out the other day because I said, Dave, we're in the 7th inning. There hasn't been a single 1-2-3 inning in this game. We were 2 batters in. Dave goes, no, why would you say that? And then Ciano Perez gave up a hit. No, it was a ground ball to the right side. Alex Verdugo hit it. Mateo fielded it. And it was right after I said there's no 1-2-3 inning because I don't believe in jinxes.
Yeah.
I know all of you do, but I don't. And Mateo fielded it, and he couldn't get the ball out of his glove. And I think if you go back, my on-air call is just, no! No!
That was just a comedy routine, that broadcast. That was the 15-10 Red Sox
really
game.
was.
It
really
was,
was.
yeah. And he kept saying, Dave just kept saying, Kevin, it's still early.
Still early. It's like the 8th inning, It's still early.
Still early.
Yeah. Some people thought Dave was mad at me. Some
Really?
people thought Dave and I were feuding, which we are not. Dave and I
just deadpan.
are great friends, but I kind of like the idea of people just thinking I have a
That is
broadcast
fun.
feud.
Yeah.
Like a broadcast rivalry.
Yeah.
Like every time
With
Dave's on
my
the broadcast,
partner.
like are they gonna throw down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to come to blows in the open.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I can hear you every time you do the MASN app read and you mention our names. I can hear you spit. Or,
right.
You,
Oh, Mancano.
this guy. Well, Kevin, I don't want to keep you much longer, but I do want to give you.
What do I have to do?
Clubhouse is open. You got
It's fine.
broadcasting.
I'll be in late.
Take this
is this?
thoughtful gift.
Oh, that's very nice. Can I?
You can read it out
Can I,
loud. Yeah.
It's not a sponsor though.
Yeah.
This is a $17,000 gift card to
That's pocket change.
Straight
to
from my
For the
bank.
MASN All
Annabelle Lee
Access
Tavern
Podcast.
to buy Texas Toast. A gift card for Soundgarden and Fells Point.
Have you been?
I love Soundgarden.
Oh, it's the best.
I have a record player. I'm a fake hipster, and yeah, I think I bought a couple of records there this year. I bought the Wet Leg album, debut Wet Leg album, which is amazing. What the hell else did I get there this year? I know I've gotten the Jackson Browne album there in the past. I got a Billy Joel album.
Nice. They're not
Got a
sponsor,
Zeppelin
by the way.
album.
But we sure
Led
would
Zeppelin,
like them to be.
Led Zeppelin, not a sponsor, but hey, get at us. Robert Plant, if you're watching.
Imagine that coming back
I know
from
you
a
are.
break when the levee breaks and you're just
Orioles Baseball on MASN brought to you by Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
You've been fooling.
Wow. Now we're going to get copyright infringement.
Oh,
for,
really?
Just for you singing that. Unbelievable.
Well, because it sounded so identical
exactly.
to the song that they're going to go, well, that must
now
have
I have
been
to give you
Led
this,
Zeppelin.
this gift card back.
Yeah. There's a real gift card coming, I swear. That's just a
It's a
physical
piece of paper.
representation
Yeah, it's just-
of a metaphorical gift.
Gift card.
Who is a printer these days?
That's right.
Come on. Kevin, thanks so much.
Is that
for
it?
joining
Are we
us.
done?
Yeah. Unless you want to keep going. I mean,
Are there any other good questions?
Oh, boy. Let's see. We did have one asking.
oh, do you know the copyright speech by heart?
Oh, my
Can
God.
you do it?
That's an awesome
Off the
question.
cuff?
Today's copyrighted broadcast is brought to you by the authority of the Baltimore Orioles. May not be reproduced or retransmitted. The accounts and descriptions of this broadcast may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Baltimore Orioles.
That's
I
probably
think,
it.
I think it's close.
I think that's right there.
Yeah.
Another one you'll like, Kevin.
Okay.
Who's your favorite singer/artist?
Oasis.
I mean, we know this answer,
Yeah.
but
Oasis.
explain to the people.
Oasis's songs bring me the most joy. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Noel Gallagher.
Another one
Beatles close second.
might get you in a little bit of hot water.
Oh, no.
Are crab fries overrated or properly rated or underrated?
I think properly rated.
Properly rated.
I mean, is the general rating on crab fries that they're great?
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
I think crab fries are great.
So
With
properly rated is
With
your
the crab
assessment.
on them. Do you like them?
Not like the physical live crab crawling.
That's how I get my crab fries.
That's it?
Yeah.
Keep the crab alive and just running around on top
Right.
of the fries.
Yeah.
You eat all your dishes with the animal live.
Exactly.
Yeah, so fried chicken night tomorrow is going to be really interesting for you.
Yeah.
Actually, my cousin's fiance is a vegetarian except for animals that he kills,
That's not how that works.
which seems backwards.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dead serious.
How many animals
Unless
does he kill?
Enough that he eats pretty well. Isn't that ridiculous?
That can't be a
Yes.
real thing.
And I know that he's not listening, so I can just call him out.
Why not? Why isn't he listening?
Couldn't tell you.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
I'm scrolling.
Yeah.
There are a few fun ones.
There are a lot that we can't name.
Yeah.
So can't say.
I think there was a question that said, who do you all love watching day in and day out, which I will take as, who are some of your favorite players
Just from
to
your
watch?
apartment window.
Okay. Yeah.
With
So
the binoculars.
right. I love watching. My neighbors Max and Tegan are great. No, they were up yesterday. They're great. Mateo,
Yeah.
he's ridiculous.
Is he your pick right now for most valuable Oriole, or is it Adley? We were
Oh, Atlee. Yeah.
Wow.
Atlee.
I think it's interesting. I think that debate is coming.
I think Mateo's up there.
Yeah.
But it's Adley for me. I mean, Adley's obvious. I love watching Adley just receive pitches.
Yeah.
I never
Yeah.
thought I would like watching a catcher
pitch framing
receive
is
pitches
ridiculously
this much.
good.
Yeah. So that's an obvious answer. Mateo, I guess Mateo's kind of obvious too. Non-obvious one.
Any reliever other than the Mountain?
Man, I love watching Ciano Perez enter the game with his little skip.
Yeah,
thing.
the skip
Yeah.
is fun.
That's great.
The skip
Yeah.
is fun.
Another question is, did you see the hot dog straw at the Yankees game? Do you see that?
No.
You have been spared.
Oh,
No.
So there is a video.
What is this?
We'll show it to you at some point. There's a video of a guy at the Yankees game, and he takes a plastic straw and like pokes it through a hot dog so that the hot dog becomes the straw, and then he puts it in his beer, which we can only imagine was like the 17th beer of the evening if he had thought of this idea, and then starts drinking his beer through the hot dog straw.
we don't think it was staged because it doesn't
It
look staged.
has to be.
It has to be staged?
It has to be staged. Why would you do something so outlandish
Yeah.
if you didn't know that you were going to get immediate internet fame?
Kevin has put down his microphone for the first time in his career. He is without words.
Kevin is speechless.
This is a real contemplative moment for me. God, no,
Yeah.
I don't know about the hot dog straw.
Will you try it during the broadcast tonight, perhaps?
I will
That would
not
be-
do that.
Probably your least favorite Kevin Brown meme
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
if there was a picture circulating of
Just
you with a hot dog straw.
Hot dog straw enthusiast Kevin Brown.
Yeah. Be your last broadcast.
Yeah. Wow.
That's, not too many other questions.
Is that it?
There is
Yeah,
a question that asks, if you played Fortnite, would you land at Tilted Towers? And I just can't imagine that you know what Tilted Towers is.
I do not have any clue what that
Do you
means.
play video games
I
at all?
did not think so.
I used to.
Okay.
I will pull out the N64 once every 4 months.
Do you
Nice.
have it at your place?
Yeah,
in
I do.
Baltimore?
And
Nice.
he has it in the broadcast booth.
Yeah.
What do you think he does between innings?
Yeah.
Rain delays.
What?
That's perfect.
It's a lot of Mario
texting
Kart.
Paul or Super Smash Brothers.
You should put it on the big screen.
I was gonna say, which ballpark was that where they put I think Mario Kart on the big board
Is that right?
in the stadium?
Yeah.
And then people were just playing Mario Kart.
That's awesome.
You should find a way to do that with the N64.
I would love to do that. Yeah, last year I was at a flea market, and the only gaming consoles I've ever had were various Game Boys, N64, and then GameCube. We had a Wii briefly too, I guess. Only Nintendo products.
Gotcha.
And I don't play them that much. I love those games, but
Yeah.
I have the N64. I bring that out every so often. That's it. But last year I was at a flea market buying records because, again, fake hipster.
Right.
And there was a guy with video game consoles, and he had Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Oh, that's a
which
classic.
everyone says is the greatest game, and I never had that. I only had basically Mario games, Smash Brothers, and sports games. So I said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to buy the Zelda game, and I'm going to go into it. And I put it on Twitter, and everybody's like, this is the greatest. You're going to love it. And I played it twice, and I haven't touched the N64 since. And it's great. It was a really fun game. I don't know.
There's baseball.
Yeah.
I'm busy.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
With what?
Yeah.
What do you have going on?
Just eating chicken salad sandwiches.
And duck fat fries.
And duck
Hopefully
fat.
on Texas Toast.
Yeah, hopefully.
Somebody asking also,
But no, I never played Fortnite.
you talked about Jason Benetti, so he's out of the conversation. A favorite broadcaster other than Jason Benetti that you like listening to?
Iron Eagle's amazing.
He is.
Iron is the best. I definitely just slip into Iron mode by accident all the time.
Have you heard some of his more ridiculous calls?
I've probably heard all of his ridiculous calls.
I was going to say, can we count Iron
a March
Eagle as-
wedgie. Last year, Caleb Love in the tournament, he just kept going, love is all around us. All you need is love. Like, Ian can make the hokiest puns sound amazing,
Yes.
which is what I want to do, is make dad jokes sound good.
the NBA player Nene. My favorite is when he misses a
Nene,
shot.
no.
Nene, no.
Or there was the game where the mascot like eats the cheerleader.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, engulfed."
That's
Ian-
not right.
Ian on the Ja Morant, I think it was in the postseason last year, the dunk where he went, oh, a jawbreaker. It's like the best call of the year. How he came up with that.
Yeah.
Maybe he had thought of it beforehand. Knowing Ian, I bet in the moment it just came to him.
I'd like to think that we
He's
can count
genius.
Ian Eagle as a friend of the pod. I think we can
Genius.
count Noah Eagle as a friend
Has
of the pod.
Ian been on?
No,
Ian
he
has
hasn't.
not been on.
Has
But
Noah-
we gotta
I
get
think
Noah
by
on, though.
association,
Has Noah been on?
we can
Not
count
yet.
Noah Eagle.
Not friends of the pod.
Yeah.
Enemies of the pod, as far as I'm concerned.
Probably.
Down with the Eagle family.
I'm never watching that Nickelodeon game ever again.
No.
I am only watching that Nickelodeon game. That is my
Slime Cam.
favorite non-Orioles broadcast. Is that
Yeah.
Nickelodeon's? Like,
Would you? Is that a dream of yours to do a Nickelodeon Orioles game?
A Nickelodeon Orioles game?
with like
Yeah,
the
imagine-
slime cannons?
Sure.
A home slime cannon.
I mean,
Cannons
I work
sit
for
over the wall?
I work for Disney, not for Paramount though. So.
Oh, true.
Imagine
You can't
some
mention it,
rivalry.
sorry.
Imagine somebody hits a home run
My
and
wife
then
works
it's just
Paramount.
slime cannons.
Oh,
That's great.
What did you coin the Great Wall of Baltimore, or did you see that somewhere? I'm curious.
I think on the first home run I called it Mount Baltimore.
Mount Baltimore. He
I don't
scales
thi-
Mount Baltimore.
Yeah, I don't think anything has stuck yet.
Yeah.
I thought something would by now.
I thought so too. I think the Great Wall of Baltimore is pretty.
Great Wall of Baltimore is good.
It's the most common one.
A lot of the beat writers say Baltimore.
Okay. It's a little too clever.
Yeah,
if
you
ask
go
me.
Mount Camden.
Mount Camden.
I thought something would stick by now,
Yeah.
but
Kevin,
nothing has stuck.
the Kevin Brown Wall.
Yes, because I've cleared it many times. I liked yesterday when Austin Hayes tried to rob the home run, and it was like 18 feet over his head.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's still kind of a new thing.
Yeah. It also works
It's good
so
effort.
well because Mullins is so fast that
Yeah.
he knows that
Yeah.
Hayes knows he can go back on those balls because
Yeah.
Mullins going to cut it
And
off.
Luis Robert should have had a home run and an inside the park home run, but he was
Yes.
just like, oh, I definitely hit that out by 40 feet.
Surely
I
that
got,
ball's gone.
Yeah, halfway to first by the time it hit the wall.
Yeah. All right, Kevin.
Like, there's one last
more?
good one I want to
All right,
ask.
one more.
Favorite Super Smash Bros. Character?
Okay.
Princess Peach.
No.
What
Wrong.
a ridiculous statement you just made.
Okay.
Paul.
Super Smash Bros. Captain Falcon. Super Smash
choice.
Brothers Melee. Yoshi.
Ooh.
Super Smash Brothers Brawl,
Yep.
Mr. Game & Watch.
Interesting.
Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, is that the Wii one?
So there is, I think Smash 4 is the Wii one, and then Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the one on Switch.
The Switch.
Yes.
The Wii Fit.
That's the newest
The Wii
one.
Fit trainer.
Interesting
Crushes.
choices.
Just the glowing ball coming out of the Wii Fit trainer.
Because the Wii Fit trainer has the power of the sun.
Yeah,
and you can just throw the sun at people. That
I love
overpowered.
Yoshi and Falcon on the original, so I don't think Yoshi is my Melee pick.
Okay. The Melee pick is probably the most important.
Yeah. It's funny, I got really good at Melee with Bowser. And Bowser is the lowest rated character in the Melee tiers world. And then one day, I think I just started playing with other players, and then one day I went back to Bowser, and I was like, this is terrible.
So you don't go for the meta Fox Falco?
No, Fox sinks so much to me, and Melee. I prefer Fox in the original. Fox in Melee, I just feel like drops like a rock. I think I do play with Yoshi and Melee. I just have played the N64 one so much in my head.
This is all over.
That
my
was
head.
the
worst character. Worst character, Sonic. That was a crushing disappointment when Sonic came in the game.
Incredibly disappointing.
It was horribly disappointing.
Yeah.
Solid Snake was kind of a waste too.
Yeah. Although I will say, sometimes we just have house rules for Smash Bros. And playing an all Snake round where every single person playing has to be Snake. That's a fun time.
That's kind of fun. Who am I missing in Melee? Like
there's a lot
of the great characters.
I usually go with like a solid Fox or Pikachu. Pikachu's another.
I like
go-to.
Dr. Mario. That's weird, I know.
Dr. Mario's fun.
Yeah, I like Dr. Mario.
Yeah.
All of this is over my head.
I think I might be.
gotta get into
I think
the
I might still be
Melee
a
meta.
Yoshi Melee guy though.
The good news is it's only 3:30, so if you wanted to call out sick and go home and rediscover this game,
Yeah,
you still have time to do so.
but people know where I've been now, right? Is
We'll
anybody
we
watching?
can delete this.
Some people.
Probably.
Okay.
Hi, Mom. Somebody at least.
All right. Is that it? Are we done?
Yeah.
No more
Kevin,
questions?
thanks so much for joining us on the MASN All Access Podcast.
A pleasure.
And,
Thanks. Thanks for the fake gift card.
yeah, absolutely. Not a
The
sponsor.
really faded marker here too.
Yeah. Now we can get Melanie Newman on. She's already contributed with the toothbrush in the toothbrush
what
holder.
bobblehead are you going to contribute?
Yeah. Where's your gift, Kevin?
Kevin?
I have
You
to come on here and
empty-handed?
bring you a gift.
Yeah.
I don't. You want a shoe?
Sure.
We'll add the shoe.
Have a Sperry.
Okay, let's
Here you
not
go.
take off our shoes.
That's all I
I
got.
think that would look good in the center of the podcast setup
Yeah.
here.
Right there.
That's it. That'll do it.
There you go.
Perfect.
We did it.
Thanks so much to Kevin Brown for joining the MASN All Access Podcast, and we will catch you next time.